Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we have to talk about part three. That's right, Stop Struggling Now, part three, passive income. And we're going to go with the safer routes first, because you're going to have to stay tuned for part four for the high risk, high rewards portion. But let's get started, shall we? Because we have these fake numbers with inflation, and therefore we need to preserve our money and buying power. You can't let it sit under a mattress. We can't keep our duffel bag of cash just laying around. We have to use that cash to earn money, make money work for us. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here, new subscribers, new viewers, members. I appreciate it, but please share the videos. We need to help other people. A lot of people are being bamboozled, they're being fooled. They don't understand what's coming next. Just because you see the stock market drop and just because you see it go up doesn't mean anything, because that is not the economy, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to need passive income. You're going to need to make extra money. So today we're going over that passive income. But first, let's go to the screen. And as you can see, we're here in the SSN Nation in the YouTube channel. And please, once again, subscribe to the channel and help other people by sharing the videos. Now, let's get into why there's a join button over here on the right hand side. That's how you become a member of the channel. They're showing a few members of the channel here. And as a member of the channel, you have to hit that join button and you receive special messages under the community tab. You also receive special emojis that a lot of people don't realize they have when they're leaving comments. You also are able to join me on the live streams, and on the Wednesday night live stream, only members with the icon can be in the chat room. Everybody else, you can only watch. All right, now let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. But first, we have to get into why you're going to need passive income. We're trying to solve problems here. And one of the problems that we're going to have to solve is the fake information that the government is giving you. This is from Shadow Stats. That's right. The red line down here that you see, that red line is what they're reporting as the inflation rate year over year. So when somebody tells you, hey, it's 2022 and last year the inflation only went up year over year from August of 2021 to August of 2022, and they tell you it's only 8.3%, everyone knows good and well that last August there was a price, and now they know that price is vastly different than a simple less than 10%. Even if it was 10%, you would be happy. If something was at the grocery store and it cost you $3, you would be perfectly fine with $3.30, wouldn't you? But we all know it's not $3.30. It's more like $4, which means it's more like 40 or 30% increase. But see, they don't take into account those scenarios. They lie to people and lead you down the path of a lamb being slaughtered, a sheep getting ready to be slaughtered. So they tell you this is the inflation rate. And once again, you guys know how this all works out. They want you to believe everything is fine, it's no big deal. But in the meantime, the real inflation is double that. So look here, the real inflation from 1980 and before numbers would be over 15%, ladies and gentlemen. How about 16, 17, 18, 20%? That would make perfectly good sense, right? Gas used to be $3 and now it's $3.30 or $3.50 or $3.75. That would make perfectly good sense. So don't be fooled. You need to make extra money. And we're talking about passive income right now, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did we talk about credit, we're talking about passive income because you know you don't only have so much time in a day. So after you know that you're being fooled and lied to by a government because they're out here printing money, which causes inflation, that's one of the keys to causing inflation, they're still doing it. They haven't stopped. So we'll never find out what the real capitalist society is because everybody doesn't play by the same rules when they're able to get loans. All right, now let's go into passive income. I'm going to go the safe route first. How about bonds? You want to believe in America? Then invest in the bonds of America. Look at this, 4% nearly at 3.9% a year. Your bank will not even give you this, but yet the bank takes your money and buys bonds and gives you 1% on your money or less than 1%. Meanwhile, they're collecting 4%. This would be over a year's time. But you can also go safe and take a 4% bond. 1 year, 4%. Or how about a 5-year at 3.5? But I'm going to tell you this, the Federal Reserve is going to increase interest rates. This should be over 4% shortly, so you should not take these long-term for 3.5%, 5 years, 20 years, and 10 years under 4%. Come on, that's ridiculous. So why not take a 6-month? Why not take a 1 year? Let's see where it goes. But this gets you passive income, ladies and gentlemen. You can sit there. Yes, your money is losing buying power at 4%. I understand. Hopefully you understand. If inflation is 8.3% year over year is what they're claiming, then obviously if you're only getting 4% year over year, you're negative 4% on your buying power. We don't want to be negative on our buying power if it's avoidable. But is it really? No, it's not. You're always going to have a losing situation because they're printing more money. Now, let's go to the other safe, and that's stocks. First, we start with bonds. We're going to go with the Warren Buffetts of the world, the millionaire class, right? We're going to take our 4%. When this rises into 4.5 and 5%, some people will be a little more aggressive about buying bonds. All right, stock market. Let's go with, how about instead of 4%, how about double that? How about 9.63% year over year? Well, if you believe the government numbers, well, your 9.6% year over year would cover every year over year number so far. They've all been under 9.63, so you would at least not lose your buying power. And the fact that if inflation goes down and they say it's 8.3 now, that would mean you have a 1% buying power on the other side. So is PSEC, which is Prospect Capital, that's right, P as in Paul, S as in Sam, E as in Eric, C as in Charles, that is the stock symbol for everybody on podcasts. And that's right, share the podcast as well. Now, how about something that we haven't generally talked about, or I haven't? How about JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF? How about that one, ladies and gentlemen? Look at what's happening here. That stock is $54.76. That's a basket of stocks that they put into their ETF. But would you be surprised to find out that you can get 10.32% return year over year on your $52.54 share price? If the share price goes down, then guess what? The dividend yield goes up. They issue $5.64 for every share every year. So that's 10% at today's buy. Do you like 10.32% on your money? That beats their inflation numbers, meaning the government of the United States and also Europe. They always join in the fun. They will, you know, tell you the wrong numbers. But now we're in double digits. 10%. I love it. So I'm giving you options for passive income. You put your money in, and if the price goes down, guess what happens? Dividend yield goes up. So every time the price goes below your 52.54, you should be picking up a few more because that increases your dividend yield as long as they pay the $5.64 per share. They're a Fed bank as far as I'm concerned. So therefore, that's pretty safe bet that they would be staying around that time. But remember, with any investment, it's always what you can lose, and do your own due diligence. AGNC, if you like double digits, let's keep rising. 12.48% at $11.54 share. After hours, it's going back up. But A is in Apple, G is in George, N is in Nancy, C is in Charles. I know some of you are going, Eric, all right, we know about this already. Well, again, this is another reason why you might want to start thinking about 12.48%, but just keep in mind, just because they're paying 12.48%, anything can happen over time, ladies and gentlemen. ORC Capital. Now, you guys, you know this is one of my favorites, right? ORC for everybody on podcast. O is in Oscar, R is in Robert, C is in Charles. It's in the real estate industry, just like AGNC, so things could get bad. But the question is, how long will they still give you these dividends at this percentage? We're hoping to ride this all the way out because 15.5%. I love it, right? We can't complain, can we? 15.37%. I was a little off. 15.37% year over year. That is significant. That keeps you in the ballpark of fighting inflation as long as ORC is going to be able to issue these dividends. Remember, companies don't have to issue dividends. So again, do not put in 100% of your duffel bag of cash. Should not go into any one stock, any one bond. You should diversify, because if something goes down, then you want to be able to actually be balanced, as they call it, a balanced portfolio. So that's it for the stock. That is for what we're going to call low to medium risk. All right? Because it depends on what the stocks are in, right? If you're in the real estate market, increase in interest rates is not generally a good thing for you. But if you're in the real estate market and they are still having the same rents coming in and same amount of occupancy, then we're still good. Now, let's get into high risk. A lot of you already know, if you're on the live streams, you already know I've made a video about this prior, but my Tron bot. All right? This here is very, very interesting, to say the least. All right? I'm probably going to make another video that's going to deal with passive income for a high risk environment, but I'm going to do this right now, passive income, because you can start this with $10 of crypto or more. All right? Just keep that in mind. There will be a link down below, and in that link, you can find step 1. Get your mobile phone and download the Telegram app. Step 2, down below in the description below the video, you'll see, go watch this video. It'll be a live stream with me and Melanie Bonita, Miss 27 Streams of Income. We're going through it, or she's actually going through it and showing us and how you can sign up. It's very simple, really, but at least you have some direction. So stay tuned, because remember, this is number 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stop Struggling Now, part 3. And so therefore, what do we want to do? We're going to have part 4, and that's going to go to the high risk zone. That's going to deal with crypto. So stay tuned for that. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, And that's why we have to keep you on the straight and narrow. Just because you have a duffel bag of cash doesn't mean you go out here and waste it. You should think about your future, because you never know when things are going to go bad and which part of the economy is going to go down, because all of it could go down. And at least if you have your own ways of making extra streams of revenue passively, or even if you have to do some work, we have to do it now, ladies and gentlemen. You can't wait until next year when things get worse. All right? And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.